Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels. What happens when the needs of the few totally screws the needs of the many? Huh? Find out in this episode of Frank Pushes Back. Now, we had done pretty much all our planning at home for this NCL Encore group cruise. You know how we are, and you know what we say. Book as much as you can from home. So when the schedule opened up to make show reservations and specialty restaurant reservations, we jumped on it. And we got everything settled. And of course, we had to coordinate with Dave and Darlene, Mary, and Janine, because they were part of the six of us of this core Rochester group. And we wanted to make sure that our dinners were pretty much going to be together. Quiet time for the Rochester group. So we planned everything because it was an NCL cruise. You know, we are Platinum Plus status, and so we have a lot of free specialty restaurants, plus there's another reason why we added a couple more to that. But anyways, it's a 7-day cruise. We had 6 free specialty restaurants that we had to use. So we pretty much ate at a specialty restaurant every night, except for once, the last night. It was in the complimentary restaurant, the Manhattan Room. So we do all the planning, we're picking the times, we're picking the days, we're like, this is where we're going, and then on the next day, this is where we're going, and then there's a show after it, and we're going to go eat at this time, and let's coordinate with the others, and you know, it's a lot of planning and coordination. So we pretty much hit everybody. We did Teppanyaki, we did Cagney's, Los Lobos Mexican, La Bistro French, the new one, Onda by Scarpetta. That's the new Italian restaurant. It replaced La Cucina. We were very excited to get into that. So, had it all set, right? Done. And now we're just counting down the days, right? 2 days before we are to embark. 2 days, right? We're on Facebook, right? And we're part of, you know, we not only have our Facebook group for our group cruise, but we belong to the NCL Latitude Facebook group, and you know, a lot of conversations going on. Well, all of a sudden, as I'm on, I see them talking about, I just got an email from NCL canceling my La Bistro French restaurant dinner. You know, because we were looking and like, oh yeah, we're setting sail in 2 days, and I wonder why it got canceled. And then somebody else was like, I got an email too. My La Bistro restaurant reservation got canceled as well. And I'm like, Kevin, I said, there's something's going on with La Bistro. I said, people are getting the reservations canceled. And it's the people that are on our sailing. So he goes, hold on, let me check my mail. Sure as hell, we've got an email from NCL. Your reservation on such and such a date for La Bistro French restaurant has been canceled. Each person will receive a $50 onboard credit, and you will just have to remake your reservation to wherever you want to go once you board the ship. Thank you so much for your cooperation. I'm like, bummer, because you know we like La Bistro. Well, it turns out, you know, as the conversation was going on Facebook, why is because everyone was now talking, everybody was pretty much getting a cancellation. And again, everybody had booked early, you know, whatever, what was it, 90 days out, 120 days out, you know, whatever your status is, the higher your status is, the sooner you're going to be able to book. And so we're like, well, this is crazy. Everybody, now we're watching the conversation, everybody was pissed. And so we're like, well, what happened? Did something happen to La Bistro? Is there a problem with the restaurant? So then you get the usual conspiracy theories. Oh my God, something happened to La Bistro. Did the kitchen blow up? Did it burn down? Did they fire the chefs? So there's all these stories going around. Well, finally it comes out. It was the next day. So now we're like one day before we're ready to fly out, right? And it's La Bistro canceled everybody's reservation for the entire week because they gave the restaurant to a group cruise. And we're like, what? We're like, wait. Hold on. You're telling me that we all booked our reservations 3 months ago for all our restaurants, and some maybe 4 months ago, and now you're telling me that 2 days before we're gonna sail, you decided to kill everyone's reservation. Everyone. Because you gave the restaurant to a group cruise. And you decided this, 2 days. You're kidding me, right? A lot of unhappy people. There was this large group cruise that needed a restaurant that was, and La Bistro is somewhat set aside a bit, I guess you could say. So they no, that's where they're eating, I guess, every night. Sorry, the rest of you, thousands of people, for the entire week, you're not going to eat there. Find something else. We're giving it to them. Well, that's a bummer, and that pretty much stinks. And there were a lot of very unhappy people. Because you know what was going to happen? You're going to board the ship, right? And everybody and their uncle is going to be running to try to make another reservation at whatever is left over. And you know that most people make their reservations from home. So what's really going to be left? And, we didn't want a free specialty restaurant night to go to waste. Well, anyways, we thankfully had an inn. Now, Steve Booker, who came with us on our group cruise, was already on the NCL Encore that week. So he did 2 weeks, right, back to back. So we contacted him, and because we've been talking to him, and we're like, oh, you're on the ship. Can you help us out? Can you find us the name of this person and that person? And we wanted to get as much information of the people in charge before we boarded, because we had some issues that we needed to clear up. So we said, listen, can you make a reservation for us? Find out, and here are our choices. And we ended up with a double Q Texas barbecue. So we ate there twice. We ate there once with the Rochester people, and then we ate there that ex-La Bistro night with Jamie and Gavin, our friends from the UK, who we have sailed with before. So we did double Texas barbecue, which was fine. We love the Q. But yeah, there were very, very unhappy people getting ditched out of this. Again, the needs of the many, screwed in favor of the few. Not happy. And this group cruise that was on board continued to insert itself in everyone's cruise who was on board this ship. Not just our inconvenience, but they were really a problem in every aspect of everyday life of everyone on board this cruise. And so many people, whether you were on whatever deck you were on, or whether you were staying in the Haven, because some of them were in the Haven of that group cruise and some of them were not, they were a problem for the entire ship, which went all the way up to the captain. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, it's amazing that a small group of people can cause so much trouble for everybody else. You just never know. When you board a ship for a cruise, what's going to happen? You know, people always say, oh, I'm going to book this cruise, and when you were on it, did you have a good time? Were people nice? Well, yeah, generally people are nice. You know, cruise, great. Passengers are great, but it's a crapshoot. I mean, you know, people come from all walks of life from all over the world. You're on a ship. Yeah, you're going to have some bad apples. It happens. It really is a crapshoot. I can't tell you I was on that ship last week and I had a great time and people were all wonderful and nice, that you're going to go on next week and they're all going to be nice people. I don't know. Everyone's different. I hope they are. You know, you cross your fingers. But, you know, inevitably you're going to come up with a few goofballs and morons and inconsiderate boobs. You know? And this particular group caused a major issue for everyone on the ship. So, I want to thank the NCL Encore officer staff for trying to, keep the damage to a minimum and take care of the problem that unfortunately they had to clean up and try to keep the rest of us lowlies who were on board happy because this group was causing so much trouble. Anyways, that's what happened. I want to thank you for joining me in this latest episode of my Frank Pushes Back. I'll be back again where I'll be telling you some more push back things that I want to change or I have my opinion on. On behalf of Kevin and myself from Cruising with Wheels, remember to be a regular subscriber to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And remember to always travel safe and cruise often.